Let's go to the Google console and create a new project. Write any name you want. Click create. Just make sure the name is available. The project creation is actually in progress. Just make sure that the project is selected from the drop down. Now next step, go to the enatega.com to check out the documentation and click on Google Maps API key. Since multiple keys are involved in this step, and I have to open up the documentation. Let's go back to the console. Click on API and services. Go to the library. Search for geo encoding API. Click on the card and click enable. You can do this step one by one, but Google gives us a more convenient way to assign multiple APIs that are connected. So in case of Google APIs, there are multiple APIs or services that are required. So this is the API key. Just make sure that you save this key somewhere in your file. Just copy it and paste it in your notepad. I'll just save it in the browser because there's too much mess over there. Click on go to Google Maps. This is where you can restrict your API key, but I don't want to do it right now. Go to enable APIs. This is actually not a good approach to enable all the APIs, but since we're testing, we need to do it. Go back to API and services. Just make sure all the APIs are enabled. We'll select one by one and confirm it. So start by Maps JavaScript API. You can see it's enabled. And go for the places. Just keep doing it for all the APIs in the documentation. Now let's do it for Maps Elevation API. Go back to the console and search for the API key. It is also enabled. Go back again and try it for Maps Static API. Search for it. It is also enabled. Now let's try for the geolocation API. Type geolocation API, click on geolocation API, search, and we can see that this API is also enabled. Now let's do it for distance metrics API. This is also enabled. Let's do it for Maps SDK for Android. We can see that this is also enabled. Now last, which is the Maps SDK for iOS. And this is also enabled. So we can see that all of the required libraries and services are enabled. We can go back to the API and services. Now let's go back to the admin portal and update the Google Maps API key. We will comment the configuration.google app key because we have not yet updated the configuration in the admin portal. So we just hard code it for the time being. We created this key in the previous part, so you can just use the same key and hard code in the constant.js. Just copy the key and comment this part and paste your Google Maps API key. Once you're done, you can open up the terminal and make sure you are in the right directory, in the admin directory. Now type npm I to install all the dependencies. This is an important step. Now let's restart the front-end admin portal as well. Now let's close the tab. Now let's check out the link and click on continue. Let's inspect as well in case we face any other issue. Refresh the page, you can see that the GraphQL API called successfully. We got the response. Currently we do not have anything, but we can click on the login and see that we have actually logged into our system. Now the next important step is to add all these configurations. Now we already are done with the Google API part, so you can just copy this key, the one we hard coded in our constant.js, go back to the configuration and paste it over here and click on save. Now we can inspect, refresh and go to the network tab to check for the configuration. Even I can see that we have all the configuration, but all of them are null except the Google API that we actually added in our configuration.